Scorpio, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. Like always, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say, they may or may not resonate, so take it resonates, leave it does not. Let's get cracking. Show me that Scorpio energy, please. Show me that Scorpio collective energy. Show me that Scorpio collective energy, please. What's going on, please, for that Scorpio collective energy? All right. Okay, Nine of Wands, a little tired, are we? You're resisting something. Blockage by choice, doing it over and over, feeling exhausted by those efforts. The World, the Four of Pentacles, strength. It's taking you strength to close out a cycle. Right now I see you rejecting the premise of it. The Nine of Wands, you're resisting, but you're getting tired of resisting it. You are. There's a cycle here, honey. It's wanting to claim something that you've been holding on to, perhaps stubbornly. It's going to take strength to do it. It's going to take strength to let this go. I don't know how long you've been holding on to whatever that is. I just know that you're paying a price for it. Nine of Wands. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, i.e. the definition of insanity. Now, I'm not saying you're insanity, but your actions suggest you should let this go. Okay? Because it's costing you a great deal of energy to hold on to it. So that's the thing about energy. You can conserve it. You can spend it. And if you're going to spend it, you need to know what you're spending it on. And you are spending energy on something that looks like it needs to close out. Okay. But you're like, no. And that's going to cost you energy. It's the exhaustion principles here. Let's see that Nine of Wands, please. Show me that Nine of Wands. Show me that Nine of Wands. Show me that Nine of Wands. What's going on? Show me that Nine of Wands, please. Show me that Nine of Wands. Show me some stubbornness. Okay, what's going on? Two of Pentacles. I don't know what to do with it. Strength. I'm going to keep holding on to it. Your strength to hold on to this is waning. Okay? Your kind of superior self, your higher self is death. The Scorpio is here telling you don't, this is unnecessary strength, Scorpio, honey. Some of you have confused your strength for stubbornness. Right? It's taking me strength to hold on to this, and I'm supposed to, it feels noble. No. The idea is that nobility comes in understanding what it is you're supposed to relinquish and let go of. That is strength. That's real strength. Not the strength to hold on to somebody or anything. Situation, place, circumstance, job, whatever. A goal. But real strength is knowing when to let it go. And you're showing me reverse strength. It's a noble thing to hold on to this. Even though it exhausts me, it breaks my back, kind of hurts my spirit, but I'm going to keep doing it because that's real strength. No, honey, it's the other way around. You're doing something that's hard because you honestly feel it's right. When really, if you did what was right, it wouldn't feel so hard. You know? You could stop whatever that is to keep this in play. Two of Pentacles, I tell you all the time, we're not good with this. We're not good with it. We're not good with it. You see the results. Okay? So you show real strength, let this go. And you'll see how much freer you comprehensively are. I don't know how much this is affecting you. I just know that it's enough that your energy has gone negative. Especially with that insistence to keep it in play. And you still haven't showed me what that is, so let's keep going. Show me the World, please. Show me the World. You're working your way up into closing this off, but not without a hell of a fight. But you can't spend that level of energy and be exhausted by it, not recognize at some point that you should probably let it go. So you're getting there, but it's taken a while. The more ways, like, can I work with this? Can I work with this? It shows strength to work with it, right? You know? Let's see that World, please. Let's see that World, please. Let's see that World, please. There it is, the defensiveness. Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Man. Oh no. It's a soul bond, you know. Close connection. I don't know what that is, guys. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's anyone whom you share that special bond with. Time and memories, but unique time and memories. You can't replicate them with anyone else. You know, it's like, oh, I lost friends over the years. I'm going to make some new friends. It's not like that. When you think of that person, it's very specific memories. And a unique attachment. There's a natural fluidity in it, where you both kind of understand each other in your own particular ways that go beyond or defy words, right? And you're actively telling me, Nine of Pentacles, that you choose to reject this cycle. Closing it off, officially. And I'm going to push right back on you and say this is costing you more to keep it. Particularly energy. Your good energy, because it keeps going negative. That's how I know it's not correct for you. It might be correct for you later, but for now, it isn't. You know? Now's not the time to keep holding on to this. Now's the time to let it go. And you're telling me you're choosing to block that cycle by choice. So I know it's important to you. I'm not saying it's not. I know it is. But you keeping it in play is costing you things you can't see yet. You know, not all soul bonds or soulmates are meant to stay in our life. That's why they're soul bond or soulmate. The idea of a developed person understands this. You're in my life for a reason. You are serving a purpose, but that doesn't mean I get to keep you. You have to know when to let them go. Did they serve their purpose? Some you get to keep all your life. Others, they're a soul bond or soulmate to teach you something important that you wouldn't have paid attention to in anyone else. Mom, dad, coworker, friend. That's why they're soulmates. They're meant to make an impression, but that's no guarantee that they'll stay. And we have many in this lifetime. Many. Many. And that can be such a strong, and we're such emotional loyalists, honey. That's our number one thing. You know, it's our biggest pro and it's also our biggest con, is that we're emotionally loyal. And when stuff like this happens, it hurts so bad to let people go because they've made such strong impressions on us and we want to keep that forever. But for some reason it tells me it's been trying to exit and you've been resisting that exit. You know? And that's our emotional loyalty through and through. Your stubbornness is here. It's shining bright and loud today. You know? You show me phenomenal strength of will to break this, and it's like, but really it's like you're breaking you. You know. Honey, the connection can be out of your life in the physical world and you can still remain emotionally loyal to it. You know that? You can still love them. Even if it's a distance or you never talk to them again. You can still keep them with you in the right place, just not in your real world. You have to understand that. You know? I've broken with people too. I don't want to, because they mean a lot to me. They're special to me. And even though they physically exist in the world, just like I do, I keep them in the place where it counts. They'll always be with you. Okay? You know, they'll always be with you in the right way. Thank that situation or person for what it was, the love you have for it. Part ways with it so you can make peace with yourself. Okay? Four of Pentacles. I don't know what the backstory is. I'm not interested. Not interested. I'm just catching up to your process and where you are now. Okay? Let's see that Four of Pentacles. Let's see that Four of Pentacles. I just know that it's been trying to exit. That's all I know. Let's see that Four of Pentacles, please. I don't know what it's like to fight myself giving something or someone up that I don't want to. You know, because they're lodged in my heart. But that's the thing, they're lodged in my heart. They'll always be there. Even if they're not physically there. Okay. The Knights of Wands, the Four Swords, the Nine of Wands. You have been resting on these subjects. You are trying to gain insight on this. You get exhausted. There's that Nine of Wands again. You get exhausted, delaying the inevitable. You give yourself some rest, and then guess what happens? Your energy picks back up, and you're like, nope, nope, I can still hold on to this. Look at you. Aren't we stubborn? It's quite the stubborn Scorpio with ever this connection. Oh boy. You are in it to win it. But we don't really win these things, you know that, right? We just grow to resent it. The situation, person, and above all, ourselves. Like I said, we're the ones at the end of the day who have to pay the bill. So what kind of bill are you racking up with yourself? Not this person, not the situation. What kind of bill are you racking up for you? Because stuff like this, I promise you, compounds interest. If Scorpios understood their emotionality could compound interest the way I see it, oh boy, we would be a lot better equipped at letting things go. Because all this work you are putting into yourself to find the energy, find the time, find the energy, you rest a little bit, you get that energy spike back, all that effort is going to roll up on you. That 9's going to become a 10, and then you're going to start showing me breakage from the inside. Because I got to hold on to it, Christina. You don't know how special it is to me. Yes, I do. All this back and forth and all this strength bullshit. Strength in the wrong way, not strength in the right way. Let me make that clear. Tells me by default how much this means to you. I know you love it. But for one reason or another, it doesn't want to be here or it can't be here. I'm not doing that today. You already know. And I just see how it's costing you. Let's see that strength, please. Let's see that strength. Let's see that strength, please. That's why I tell Scorpios all the time, you have to understand that there's some things that are beyond our control. I know your devotion to keep this in your life is real, and it comes from an emotional place. Of course it does. I'm not saying you should never have loved this at all. Of course you did. How else can that soul bond have made, soulmate, whatever they are to you, how could they have made an impression unless you were meant to imprint upon them in some way, and they you? That means it's a case of it's got to go with sacrifice. Not that you should never have loved it at all. You love who you love. There's really no helping that. Trust me, if half of us could prevent half the people we loved or fell in love with, oh boy. But then you wouldn't have learned what you needed to. So again, thank you for what it was. You know. Show me strength, please. Show me strength. And I don't know who that is. Could be a childhood friend or a sibling for all I know, honey. I don't know. Soul bonds, they come in all different shapes and sizes and titles. But they're the ones that hit us hardest, as they're supposed to. That's the job. 5 of Cups, the Tower. Thank you. King of Pentacles. There you go. There you go. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. You surprised me with that King of Pentacles. Some of you have a strong practical streak. That would explain all this back and forth I've been saying about the keeping it in the real world. You know. You have some really strong earth in your chart. There is an acceptance here that's hard, but nonetheless it's acceptance. So now you're showing me strength in the right areas as opposed to the wrong areas. Good. Good job. Scorpio might be one of your minor placements, not Sun or Rising. That may or may not be important. But I strongly feel that that's the case here. These are some really basic lessons. Whether you could be Scorpio primary and still resonate, I'm just saying it doesn't feel 100% Scorpio dominant. That may or may not be useful to you. Anyway, but now you're showing me strength for the right ways. I know I need to let this go. And it hurts. It hurts like a son of a bitch. I know. It hasn't happened yet, but when it does, you'll know. That's the emotional acceptance on a large scale, and it hurts. But you're saying, you know, I'm glad I had my chance with this, my time with it. I don't know how much time you put into this. I know you spent a lot of time keeping it as opposed to, say, actually getting to love it the way you wanted. You put a lot more effort into keeping it in the real world. It wants to go. Let it go. And here's the radical emotional acceptance I was hoping I would see right there. And like I said, that's a big reflection on, let's see, strength to reject the ending versus strength to accept it. Now that's proper strength. Very good. I'm proud of you. When this will have happened, I don't know, but not yet. We're still kind of... Some of you are afraid to be on your own. That's an FYI. I have to bring that up as a technicality. I didn't initially interpret it that way, But for some of you, if this is someone who's always been like your sidekick or your best friend or your bro or your sis, your maybe, possibly spouse, I don't know. You didn't show me the depth of that. You've showed me the preoccupation in keeping it. I don't know what that definition is. But some of you, I saw it as you, Knight of Pentacles, with the strength of your own particular will, chose to actively block the ending of this. But some of you, I can't say yes, you're afraid to be on your own. Like you haven't been single in a long time, or you can't imagine yourself without this person by your side. FYI. But here's the radical emotional acceptance. You did good. You did good, kid. I'm proud of you. Okay? You'll get there. If you ever had radical emotional acceptance, you know exactly what that feels like. And then, boom, your most practical self comes out and says, this must be. I accept this. Letting it go, knowing when. I don't know how long this process will take you. For some of you, you've been juggling this for a year or so. And you will continue to do so. The juggling process, the reason why I say the Two of Pentacles is no good for us, because we're emotional loyalists, so it takes us next to nothing to find reasons to stay. So the Two of Pentacles just delays our emotional death process, or emotional letting go. You know, that's it. That's why we're not good with it. We're just not good with it, you know. Okay, surrender to the divine. The inevitable is the inevitable. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. It doesn't feel like it's right now. I don't think it's happened. I still think you're very much knee-deep in protecting this and keeping it. Not necessarily getting to love it the way you want, or that it's loving you back the way you want, but you're very preoccupied in keeping it. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer is coming. Emotions are running high on this particular subject. Yes, I know. I know. But surrender to the divine. What will be is what will be. Okay, Sarah, dedication. Okay, the justification to keep this going, despite the exhaustion behind it. And here we're weighing up the pros and cons. The two people presenting their argument, and the neutral guy, but he's not so neutral. He's tired of hearing this shit. There's the exhaustion. But here's the two people that have to present their case, and here's you going back and forth, and you're listening to it, and you're getting tired. It's all an internal dialogue. Reasons to stay, reasons to go. It does affect the home. I understand. For some of you, yes, it's a little closer to home, i.e. spouse or relationship energy. Okay. Okay. For some of you, there are no children involved. In that respect, it's kind of a blessing. Okay? I don't know why that's so very specific. The stork is in reverse. But it also says lack of nesting. Somebody doesn't want to stay here, or it's not their home, or they don't feel comfortable in their home. No nesting skills, no nesting instincts, or their home hasn't felt comfortable and loving in a long time. There's nothing left to build here. There's no nesting. There's no instinct to stay. You know, or the children's out of the home, but there's no nesting. There's no family tree here between us. I believe you two have roots, yes. Absolutely. But when it comes to your personal home, it's empty. Okay. You have a new pathway before you. All right. Let's wrap this up. That was quite a bit we covered today. It was very honest. It was very honest. Very real, very honest. Okay. A lot to think about here today. Mm-hmm. It's funny, I haven't seen this side of you. I remember we did Scorpio 101, but this wasn't necessarily related. Could have been. There's a good chance that that was an off sign too. Not just an underdeveloped Scorpio, but Scorpio non-dominance. It was so different. This could be related to that. I don't know. But again, I feel like I've tuned into a different group of you. The wolf on the sideways, cunning stealth. We're losing energy to pursue this. Yeah, I saw that. The tree, I know. There's that stability factor. There are roots here. And I'm not saying you two aren't connected, but what I'm also saying is that there's nothing in the home to personally keep somebody in it. Like, there's no growth there. it feels empty, like there's not a common cause. So the storks, when they're together, they work towards a common cause that is children. Okay, building a home, nesting together. We have no reason to do, there's no growth here. No personal sense of achievement in the home space. It's odd, it's different. The roots remain. You two have intertwined roots. But no personal birth, development, growth, reasons to stay, reasons to nest. The nesting reasons for the home are not there. So I know I see stability in family tree. That's more like the Ten of Pentacles here. I have no doubt you two have roots. But when it comes to the home roots, there's not much to keep you anchored there. Like, this is it. Kind of like that. The gate, but we have not gone beyond our gate. It's hard to see opportunities past the gate. So here we have home opportunities. Nothing has changed in the home, and there are no opportunities in the home. Do you see the distinction there between personal home and community and family? See what I'm saying? You two have roots. I see it. But when it comes to the personal home, it's empty. There's no opportunities beyond it. It's different. It's very different. Okay. It's different. I wouldn't have mind taking this one to the big table downstairs. It's interesting. But for some of you, it's quite sufficient. It was incredibly straight to the point. Libra, Aries, Leo, Pegasus. There's that concept of freedom. Are we afraid to have freedom, or would we like to soar into it? That's part of the back and forth process. The letter Q and the letter C. Okay, that's enough. Scorpio, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.